What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to, I want to say another episode of Littleroot Laddering, but we're not laddering today because the ladder isn't up yet. So I'm recording this on the 5th, and unfortunately the ranked ladder is not quite up to date yet. So as a result, what we're doing today is my good buddy Jay and I are going to be playing a best of 3. I'm going to be talking through like my thought process behind like open team sheets, like prep and everything, as well as like actual gameplay. So I'm hoping that this actually comes out as like a good video, getting to see the good, the teams and everything, and like how this actually translates to actually playing. So I'm very excited about this. I have a really sweet team that I think is going to be really unique. Shout outs to the VGC Pace team for once again sharing teams. And this is coming from, I believe their name is Boit, who has put this team together for us today. So let's see. I am sending this to Jay, and I'm setting a 5-minute timer, and I'm going to open his team paste and see what we're playing against. All right, so Jay has Charcoal Volcarona, Life Orb Garchomp, Focus Sash Kilowattrol, Throat Spray Sylveon, Citrus Berry Azu, Choice Band Bramblegast. Very, very cool. With Facade as well on the Bramblegast. So the Kilowattrol plus Bramblegast can actually put on a ton of offensive pressure very early here, which I think is really unique. We also have like the Tailwind plus Garchomp lead here. Rage Powder, Quiver Dance, Volcarona. So we can Belly Drum and Parasong with Azu. This seems really cool. So what do we want to do? He has a ton of physical attackers, so I'm not sure how well Blissey actually plays here, which is unfortunate because that's really what I wanted to play. That being said, I think Goodra looks very, very appealing here. Like if we can get up a single like acid armor, we just like tank hits all day. We need to watch out for Bramblegast going for Power Whip, but like outside of that, we feel pretty safe. Plus we have Ceruledge, Quackleval, and Weavile who can put on a ton of pressure against the Bramblegast because they are Choice Band and not like Scarf here. So I think, end of the day, I think Blissey is fine if we can deal with the physical attackers beforehand. I think Arboliva is also fine. Being able to set up grassy terrain so that Garchomp's Earthquakes aren't doing nearly as much to us is interesting. Ceruledge being able to turn grass so we resist the Earthquakes as opposed to being weak to it is interesting. Quackleval as well as just like punching the Garchomp I think here is very good. So I think I really like Weavile. I like Quackleval. I like Goodra. I like Ceruledge up front. I think Arboliva is very interesting outside of exactly like Volcarona and Kilowattrol. So yeah, I think this is really cool. I think this is a really, really interesting matchup, and I'm excited to see how well this plays out. I think Sap Sipper Goodra is going to be very interesting because if we Terra Goodra, he has nothing that can then hit us super effectively outside of Kilowattrol's Discharge. Everything else is going to be resisted or neutral at that point. Very, very cool. Obviously need to watch out for Sylveon going for like Yawn into us as well. We don't really have a great answer into Sylveon. We don't have like a Steel type or a Poison type attack here, so we don't have anything that can hit it super effectively. I'd really like Blissey if we can get up like a single Calm Mind, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible here. So I think I like Weavile plus Goodra up front. It'll let us get up like an Acid Armor plus Fake Out whatever he's got. If he leads like Kilowattrol, we can like Fake Out it and then like Ice Spinner into it the next turn to pick up the KO on it. Get up an Acid Armor and then just start clicking Body Press and everything. If he leads Sylveon, we can just immediately Terra to avoid the Hyper Voice going into us. I think this actually is going to be a really interesting battle on both sides. I know Jay is also recording it So I'm excited to see his side of this as well, and like talking to him post game about like what he wants to do. So we got about a minute left here on the clock before we get paired up. Is there anything else I really want to touch on that's going into this? Not really. I feel like we actually have a pretty close matchup here. Like I feel like we have a good chance. I think Quaquaval can, like, if we can get one KO, we can just start snowballing. Oh man, really need to watch out for Azumarill. I think Azumarill is going to be a big problem for a lot of our Pokemon, like Ceruledge, Quaquaval, Weavile, Goodra. So maybe we need Arboliva strictly for that. We can just like strength sap it down. It's interesting. But let's get paired up here and see what Jay's got going on here. I think we have a pretty good idea, and of course we can talk about it in team preview as well. I think like I said, I think I really like Weavile plus Goodra up front. I think Quaquaval in the back is good. His Sylveon is Terra Fire, so Arboliva doesn't look very appealing there. Maybe it is just Ceruledge. Ceruledge seems really good if we can save our Terra for it. I think it's Quaquaval or Ceruledge, and I'm not sure which. Actually, it might just be both. You know what? Let's do it. I was really wanting to bring Blissey just to like get it on camera, but I think this is correct. And depending on how game 1 goes, of course, we can adjust for games 2 and 3 if need be. Let's do it. Alright, Jay. Volcarona Sylveon. This could be Quiver Dance. This could be really bad for Weavile. I kind of want to fake out the Sylveon. Question is, do I want to get off a Acid Armor, or do I just want to go for Muddy Water here? I kind of like the idea of just clicking Muddy Water. Like, what's he gonna do to this if I do this? Be sad? That seems fine. There's a Heat Wave. Weavile does not take that, which is really rather unfortunate. Who do we miss? Come on! It also does, like, nothing to Sylveon. Well then. I can bring out Quaquaval. The problem is with that is I'm now doubly weak to Sylveon yelling. I think bringing out Ceruledge is good here. Gives me a Fairy Resist. Gives me a Fire Immunity. And I'm safe to Bitter Blade into the Volcarona. And I do think I want to Terra Water. The question is do I want to get an Acid Armor up? And I don't think so. I think I just want to click Muddy Water. This is actually my first time seeing Ceruledge out in game. Which, like, is kind of surprising to say, but at the same time, you know, I haven't played with it, and I don't remember playing against it on Kart. I know I played against it on SHOWDOWN. But I don't think I've played against it on Kart. That's really solid damage. That's really, really solid damage. Come on, man! Alright, we take out the Volcarona, which is obviously good. And he is just going to yell, which doesn't do a lot to either of my Pokemon, which is good. He is going to activate his Throat Spray. No Calm Mind or anything to worry about on Sylveon. This team is labeled as stall on the VGC pace pages, and I'm not really seeing it. This doesn't feel very stall centric. I think we take a ton here from an Aqua Jet, so I think I just want to protect this turn. And I think I want to Acid Armor Goodra. Try to live a play rough coming our way. It's okay. Sylveon just protects us well. That's good. This is Aqua Jet. It is Aqua Jet into Ceruledge. It's very good for us, which gives us a free body press here. I mean, a free Acid Armor. Even better than body press. Free recovery here as well. Didn't Acid Armor used to be +3? Am I misremembering? I think I want to swap out into Cockleval this turn. I want to click Muddy Water. I would really, really like to get an accuracy drop or 2 or 10. I would really like to connect both of them. I know I'm getting a little greedy there, but I would like to connect both of them. Okay, here comes the Terra. This could be Azumarill. No, it's going to be Sylveon turning fire. That's really, really good for us. Because now he's making himself weak to my Muddy Water. We eat. And we are faster than the Sylveon, so we're going to get our Muddy Water off before it can attack. Doesn't KO, but it does do pretty decent damage. And he's going to yawn. I honestly think I'm okay to stay in. He could play rough my Cockleval now. I think I like going into Ceruledge this turn. I think I need to start putting on some kind of offensive pressure here against this Sylveon. I mean, this Azumarill, and unfortunately, I just don't really have it. I think I'm going to protect this turn. I'm going to go for another Muddy Water. I really need to get an A accuracy drop, I think. Azu doesn't have Protect. Sylveon does Protect. That's completely fine, though. Because it goes down to an Aqua Step next turn. Don't miss. Okay. You had me scared there, Goodra. You had me scared. Accuracy drop? That is so much worse than accuracy drop. You have no idea. Oh, that is terrible for us. Cockleval can take an Aqua Jet, though. And Goodra's at +2. Yeah, Cockleval eats here. I just need CC to be enough, I think. And I'm guaranteed to sleep this turn, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Goodra clicks. Oh, no! Oh, I'm faster than with both. I think I should have known that. Yeah, Cockleval does not take a +1 Hyper Voice at -1. Question is, do I take a Play Rough? I do not. Alright, well, this game got really interesting really quickly. Ceruledge, can you clutch this? Probably not, because he has Aqua Jet, right? Like, I have no outs here. He has Aqua Jet, and I haven't got an accuracy miss. Man. I'm gonna let him get the KO. Man. 2 Muddy Water misses, 0 accuracy drops. A little bit of bad luck on our end, but we can rally. I think we can rally here. His Sylveon hits exceptionally hard, which is very interesting to note. He's not... granted, we didn't see his last. So he very well could have had Garchomp in the back. But I need a way of pressuring his Azu. And I think it just has to be Arboliva. Question is over who? That team I brought was exceptionally weak to Azu. Maybe it is Blissey. Blissey's HP is huge. Maybe it's Blissey Goodra on the lead. I actually kind of like that. Do I want late game Weavile? Probably not. I do think late game Cockle is very good. Question is, do I want Arboliva or do I want Ceruledge? I think it's Arboliva. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. This team seems really Azumarill weak, and I think Blissey has to be our answer for that. Which, bringing a very physically frail Pokemon to a matchup with a Pokemon that can belly drum in front of, doesn't seem all that appealing. So what do we got, Jay? What are we doing here? It's going to be Volcarona Kilowattrel. This is a very good lead for Blissey. I could Calm Mind. I actually think Calm Mind is correct here. And I think I'm just going to click Muddy Water. Jay's favorite Pokemon, Blissey. He loves it so. Gonna show him why he loves it. Okay, Volcarona goes out. Is Azu coming in? It's Brambleghast coming in. That's a sick shiny. I haven't seen that before. If Tailwind goes up, I'm just going to trigger Wind Power and Wind Rider. Come on, man. Accuracy drop. Okay. We're in this. Now, Blissey, can you take a +1 Power Whip? Probably not, right? Probably like a 0% chance. Man, if you could, it'd be really freaking good for me. Because this is probably Discharge plus... I think we stay in. I think we Ice Beam. And I think I'm going to Muddy Water as well. Oh, he just Shadow Sneaks into Goodra. Who eats! We eat! Alright, well, Goodra, That's like the opposite of eating. But Bramblegast does not particularly appreciate a +1 Ice Beam coming out from Blissey. Shadow Sneak was real interesting there. I guess it plays around... I mean, I don't even think it plays around, like... I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Terra Electric in front of Kilowattrel is very interesting. Do we? I think so. I think we leave the Kilowattrel alone and go after the Volcarona. And like if Goodra goes down, it's kind of whatever, but I would also like to connect both my Muddy Waters this time, please. Is that so hard to ask, Goodra? Okay, there's the Air Slash into Goodra. We eat. Heat Wave. Goodra eats. After a crit, even. Come on, Goodra! Get out of my lobby, kid. Alright, well, I mean, okay. Blissey, you know what? You did your job. Problem is, I don't really have anything that Goodra can swap in for. I'm going to Ice Beam the Kilowattrel. Because if I swap to Cockleval, we take an Air Slash, and I don't appreciate that. Neither of these appreciate Air Slash, and you definitely don't appreciate a Heat Wave as well, so... Alright, Goodra. Thank you for your sacrifice. Can you just miss an Air Slash one time? Or, like, don't flinch? Either or would be okay by me. He does still have Tailwind up. Okay, he just protects. That's good. Volcarona should still be faster. Yep. Goodra! One time, Goodra. One time, buddy. Okay. Accuracy drop. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to get a second Calm Mind up. Just make Blissey untouchable. Alright, Tailwind is now over. I think we're gonna Calm Mind. We're gonna Acid Armor. I mean, Muddy Water again. Kilowattrel is the fastest thing on the field. We're gonna Rage Powder. I think because of that, I should have gone for Thunderbolt. Wind Power goes up. Oh, this might actually KO. Not quite. Not quite. We do break the Sash on Kilowattrel, though. And we do get the accuracy drop on both. And I do get my second Calm Mind up. Nice Rage Powder, nerd. Thanks for the free recovery on my Goodra. Man, I wish Blissey had the Life Dew right now. Really wish Blissey had the Life Dew instead of Goodra. Okay, Air Slash connects. Does essentially nothing. Strudel Booge. Misses Goodra! Okay! No! Goodra, you're killing me! And we don't flinch. Okay. Kilowattrel down. This makes me think the way he's played this, he has Sylveon in the back. Goodra is just over here eating. And I don't know how. Oh, he does have Azu. Well, that needs to get deleted yesterday. I have Arboliva in the back. I don't think we're just dead to Azu. Hey, there's the Rage Powder. That's completely fine. It is just play rough, which Blissey does eat. Citrus Berry is going to recover a ton. Please. Please, Goodra. Thank you! We did this little thing called KOing the Volcarona, and that's really all we needed. Zap. I would classify that as enough damage. I think had he gone for Belly Drum there, we're in a really bad position, but I think that kind of puts us in a very good position. We'll Thunderbolt, and we're going to Life Dew this turn. Alright, we are going to Terra into Water. So Aqua Jet's probably going to be enough to KO the Blissey this turn. But in the event it's not, we're fine. And I believe this is the last turn of Tailwind for him as well. Yep. Water boosted. Blissey eats? Alright, Blissey, you kind of thick, you know that? Alright, I really love Blissey. And we're forcing a game 3 here. All because of Blissey Goodra. What a heck of a core. What a heck of a good time all around. If we could just connect more of our Muddy Waters, I feel really good about my life choices. So he made the adjustment of going to Bramblegast, which is very interesting. And I think because Blissey was such a problem for it, he's going to pivot to targeting it down this game. Meaning, what for me? What does that mean for me? He might just bring Garchomp here. Like, Tailwind didn't do anything for him that game. I had Goodra Blissey, neither of which are fast Pokemon, but, like, I also have Cockleball and Weavile in the back, so, like, he needs speed to be able to outpace me eventually. Do I want to do Weavile plus Blissey? I think I like that. And I think I want Goodra plus Ceruledge in the back. Something like this, maybe? I think all 4 of our Pokemon have merit here. Alright, Jay. All the marbles right here, right now. It's going to be Volcarona Azu. I think he's just going to Belly Drum immediately, and that makes me sad. So, I could see him making the play of not going for Rage Powder because I know Weavile goes down to Azumarill. But I'm really, really scared of Azumarill. I think I have to go for Fake Out. And I think this is... man. No, I think this is Fake Out the Volcarona, Thunderbolt the Azu. Just like try to prevent him from going for Belly Drum here. Just over half. We get the para though. That's huge. Okay, he does get the belly drum off. But he's really, really low now. I need one para, I think, and I can win this game. I think we preserve Weavile. We go into Goodra. I think we Thunderbolt the Azu slot. If he redirects it, it's fine. Because I don't think he's targeting down the Goodra slot this turn. I think he's going to Rage Powder plus probably Aqua Jet. Yep. Which should be enough to KO Blissey by a mile. So now I can bring back out Weavile. And I can Fake Out plus Acid Armor this turn. Do I want the Fake Out? I think I have to Fake Out the Azu. I could also Terra Water, go for Muddy Water. I think this is the play because this might KO the Azu. We know he can't protect. This is really close. Oh, this is going to be close. Okay, there's the Heat Wave. Weavile avoids, which is huge. Goodra takes. We connect both on Muddy Water. And we take out the Azu. Absolutely huge. Insane. I don't think that crit matters, but man, is it a good one to get. Now we might get to see Weavile eat here, which is really exciting. It was like one of his biggest answers to Goodra is gone now. Alright, there's Sylveon. I'm gonna click the super effective attack. And we're gonna Snarl here because it's going to hopefully mean that that Sylveon doesn't get to do its thing. Okay, there's the Rage Powder, but that doesn't matter because they're both spread moves. I just need to connect everything. Okay, that's very good. We get the -1 on Sylveon, which is obviously what we want. He has not Terra'd yet, which is important to note. Muddy Water is going to be enough to take out the Volcarona here. No accuracy drop. But we get the flinch off the Snarl. Holy cow. And if I really wanted, I could fling to get another flinch off. And he has Garchomp as his last. Does his Garchomp have Protect? It does not. So we Muddy Water. We Ice Spinner the Garchomp. And now it's essentially a 1v3 with this Sylveon. He is going to Terra probably Garchomp. Get rid of that 4x weakness, but now he's weak to both of my attacks. And like Ice Spinner could also flinch him. So, you know. That's a lot of freaking damage. Okay. We avoid with Weavile. Holy cow. Muddy Water. Who misses? Garchomp misses. That's unfortunate. It's good damage into Sylveon. And we get the accuracy drop. Alright. Weavile eats, though. Hold on. Putting him to -1 is actually really benefiting us here. I mean, we Muddy Water. Do I think Snarl's enough to take out the Garchomp? Probably not. I could fling into the Sylveon to get a free turn here. The problem with that is if I get flinched with Goodra, it's really bad. I think I just had to take out the Garchomp for sure. And I'm not sure if we would have enough there without it. If Snarl would KO is what I'm trying to say. It's probably close. Weavile does go down to Rough Skin, but that's fine. Now Muddy Water is a single target move. But his Hyper Voice is also going to be single target. It's a lot of damage. But I have lefties, I also have Life Dew, so Goodra's pretty safe. And I still have Ceruledge who can also eat. I think I am going to Life Dew this turn just to play this as safe as possible. And Bitter Blade is enough to pick up a KO. Man, this match is insane. Blissey came to play. I think Jay played this really, really well as well, so I'm excited to hear his perspective of all this. Alright, my dude. What do you think?
That one, like, that game 3 was crazy.
So on the lead, I felt so far behind immediately. And then I get the pair, and I'm like, all right, we're in this.
The pivot, like pulling Weavile out and pivoting it back around to get the fake out was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that King's Rock Snarl lives rent free in my head.
I didn't know that could happen. I genuinely had no idea.
Well, if you ask Mateo from RTP, he will very politely remind you of the many times he's done that to my Azumarill. You know, so I mean it was to Sylveon this time, but Azumarill was on the team.
Dude,
so
it's
it happened.
Insane.
Yeah,
Absolutely insane.
I was really expecting in game 2 was it game 2? Yeah, game 2. My Azumarill's play rough to do a lot more into the Blissey.
Dude, same. I'm just like, all right, well, Blissey's gonna take one hit and die.
I even calced it like in the middle of it, and I was like, whoa, like that didn't seem right. But yeah, the bulk was really good. The Goodra set was really tough to remove, and like that lead game 2 was awesome.
Dude, the game 2 lead, I'm just like, man, I think what I would have done had if I was in your shoes is I think going for Power Whip into Blissey is probably just better.
Yeah, and most it like almost definitely is.
Because like you have the potential of just like removing Blissey before it ever does anything, and like sure you have the downside of like you can't touch Goodra then, but at the same time you have Kilowattrel to sit there and like get flinches and like pair up me with like Disquake and Discharge and stuff. So I don't know. I could take it or leave it.
My game 2 pivot was really just that I was expecting you to go to Arboliva to try to.
I had it in the back. I had it in the back.
So,
yeah.
So I that was kind of like I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring the Kilowattrel and let it do its thing. And yeah, I just couldn't get past. It just doesn't have the damage output a lot of the time. But yeah, the game 3 hurt my feelings.
I feel so justified with how I played that game.
You played really well. Like I said, you had to pull the Weavile out in order to win that game. And
so the thought process I had is I assumed you knew from game 1 that Heat Wave KOs my Weavile. So as a result, I don't want you to be able to like pick up the KO on Weavile and getting the extra damage into the Azumarill by going for the fake out into Weavile into the Volcarona is the play. Because like that prevents you from going for a Heat Wave to KO Weavile. It lets me get a free attack into Azumarill if you do go for Rage Powder instead. Like I think it was just like the safest play I could make, and it worked out.
Yeah, and the Serene Grace getting the para was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought in that game that Azumarill was gonna be faster than Blissey. I'm really unsure how Blissey moved before.
You got parried. Yeah, on turn 1.
Yeah, you hit me with the Thunderbolt, and then I got parried, I think, and then did the belly drum right after, because I lived on 8 health after the belly drum, because my Azu isn't min speed. It's just kind of the 31 IVs, just no speed investment, and like Blissey is quite slow, and for all the bulk it had, I was really surprised about.
So here's an interesting thing for you. The Blissey is max defense, max special attack, modest.
So, how did it outspeed my Azumarill?
I don't know.
Oh, do you know what? Wait, what's Azu speed tier is 50. Oh my gosh, Cerebi kills me. I was looking at the min speeds. I'm so dumb. That's how.
Yeah, Blissey is 55. Azu is 50.
It was max defense.
Max defense, max special attack.
How did my play rough do so little?
Dude, I have no idea. I have no HP investment on this Blissey.
I calced for 252, 252, and it should have easily done over like. Okay, hold on. Let's see here.
Whipping out the calc.
What? Did my calc lie to me too? Hold on, it was play rough. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that should have done 50 to 60%.
That's probably about what you did.
It's a max HP, max defense. It did 55 to 65. I thought it looked like it did less, but I'm also not smart, so.
What about the just max defense, no HP?
Max defense, no HP. It's 55 to 65.
Okay.
So.
That's probably about right what it did, because I mean I ate it took me from green down to eating my citrus berry, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe I just low rolled it.
I mean, also true. Also true.
I was hoping that it was gonna do more, and it didn't. But yeah, Snarl Flinch forever lives in my head.
Rent free, baby. I debated going for Fling into the Sylveon the last turn that Weavile was on the field. But like, so the thought process there is Fling gives me a guaranteed attack with Goodra.
Yeah.
If you don't Rock Slide flinch me. I'm like,
yeah,
so.
I missed that Rock Slide on the Weavile.
Dude! Weavile was so clutch game 3. It did everything.
Slide, if I didn't flinch on the first Hyper Voice.
Didn't Weavile like dodge another attack as well? You missed a Heat Wave too, right?
Yes, I missed a Heat Wave on it too. If any one of those hit, I win that game.
Oh my god, Weavile is too good.
It was like literally a guaranteed win from there, because I just bring in the Garchomp, Terra, I don't even have to Terra it at that point. I can just click Earthquake and like Terra and Hyper Voice and
that's so funny.
Earthquake Protect or Terra Ground, Earthquake Protect, and then Sylveon just wins with Hyper Voice in the end game. But
that's so funny.
Instead, my team's like, "Yep, I'm just gonna miss."
Well, to be fair, game 1, I missed back-to-back Muddy Waters with 0 accuracy drops across like the 4 that I hit.
Yes, but
so
also,
like
they were into like Azumarill, who did like 3 damage into. You missed like 1 on the Volcarona, which would have been.
It would have done a solid chunk. Yeah.
But yeah, the Volcarona didn't really. I don't think it really did much beyond the Heat Wave in the first part of that game, because kind of from there it was just like sitting there as the Goodra was doing stuff, and like it couldn't touch your Ceruledge, it couldn't touch your Goodra, and you had I can't even remember who you had in the back. The Quackaball. It couldn't hit any of those, so it was just like,
Yeah.
It was just kind of sitting there at that point, and yeah. So I feel slighted.
I feel justified. I played to my outs and they worked.
when I saw King's Rock, I just had a feeling it was gonna end this way, and it did.
I specifically picked this team because of Blissey and King's Rock Weavile. That's why I played this.
I was sitting there when I saw you send the thing. I downloaded the image from you because I was like trying to show it on my screen. And it said Voight Skull, and I was like, oh great, he brings another one of these to our matches. Like, I wonder how this one's gonna go.
So, dude, the worst part is like this is labeled as a stall team, but like, it's really not. Like, I wouldn't classify Clockoval, Ceruledge, or Weavile as stall bonds.
Yeah, it's like, I think the bulk up on Ceruledge, it's the Arbaliva, it's the Goodra, it's the Blissey.
It's Leech Seed Strength Sap plus Acid Armor plus Life Dew Soft Boil. Like, I understand, but like half a team does not make stall, in my mind.
I don't know. That's pretty stally if you ask me.
This team's sick. I was really hoping to get to show off Quackleval because like I haven't yet, and it just came in and like died.
It did a lot more with the close combat than I thought it was going to.
I was really hoping it would be able to pick it up because I think if it picks it up, I can win that game 1.
You probably do, yeah.
But man, super close.
That was extremely close, but yeah, I'm gonna feel hurt about this one for a little bit.
Good.
Good. I'm glad that I brought this stall team with all these terrible things on it after I asked you last minute to come and play this battle.
It wasn't last minute. You had time. You could have anticipated what I was going to do.
Yeah, the time I had was like the 30 minutes I had when I got home. I like made a whole team and everything, and I just didn't even have the time to get it ready. I was just like, all right, I have to use this whole team.
Oh, this was fun. This was rather enjoyable.
Congratulations on your first win against me.
Dude, it is! And all it took was me cheesing a game.
In the best way possible. In the most classic, Jay is gonna lose this game because of this way.
100%. 100%.
King's Rock. You need to send this into UDL RTT because Mateo's gonna get a kick.
Yeah, this was great. But
thank you for having me.
Of course. Do you wanna plug your stuff on the way out here?
Just play D-Pack, guys. We're like starting up again. I don't want to plug anything else. I don't really care.
Cool. Good enough for me. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for always. Jay, thank you so much, my dude, for letting me punch you a few more times. It's always a blast. So that is going to be it for me today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week with hopefully some actual laddering instead of me just punching Jay. So have a good one. Peace.